heart attack. Fast, fatal, heart impact. Past painful scars, in fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact, don't ask, grab reactions, jacked, attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new submerged juice. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember you're discreet now. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do begin, let us give a brief little review. In the last part we had a lot of things happen. Now, in the last part, Deku, him and Luna returned back to the base. And Deku, yeah, he's different now. Deku, him and Luna met the Mother of Faces. And the Mother of Faces, she helped Deku with a lot of things. Deku went to her thinking that if he just hopped in one of the springs, they'll fix what's going on with his spirit. However, the Mother of Faces, she helped Deku. Not only did she fix his face, fix his spiritual energy, she also gave Deku a wish. And this wish Deku had, he used it to try and find out how to save the world. And Deku, yeah, he learned quite a bit. To save the world, it's going to be a very strange thing. He has to stop Haran and the organization. And he does have to at least open the spirit wells in the north and southern poles. Along with that, for Quark Singularity, somebody else is handling that. However, the way they are going about it, their actions are not of good intentions. Now, Deku, he learned who, well, Overhaul was, and he also did learn a lot more about Haran. He learned that Haran used to be a human man, with a different face. However, now he is possessed by a spirit. And Deku, yeah, this spirit is trying to break the barrier between worlds, and cause the bleeding effect to turn into a gashing wound, if that's the correct term. Now, that basically just means it's bleeding very badly. Now, with that being said, Deku and Luna, they went to bed after they returned. And right now, everybody, they're surprised to see Deku and Luna. Deku no longer has his face scar. He also has a lot more facial hair. And his hair, it went from being long and, well, up in a bun, to now it does look a lot messier. And he actually does need to get it trimmed up. Deku, he also does have tattoos now. These tattoos are very similar to how the Air Nomads have their own tattoos, but they are not Air Nomad tattoos. Deku, he does not feel like he's earned the right to wear them. However, he will wear his own with pride. He learned the way of the dragon from the Sun Warriors, and he does have dragon tattoos on the other side of his arm, where his wrist is, and the dragon's head is right there. Deku, he doesn't have them wrapping around both sides of his arms, and, well, going up towards his shoulder. Where the dragon's body, it does go to meet with the other one on his other arm. The two interlocking on Deku's spine, and running the full length of his back. Now, that's the best way to explain the tattoos in a lot more detail. And right now, Deku, he is being questioned about a lot of things. And Deku, he basically does try to tell everybody a lot of information during breakfast. And right now, Luna and Deku, they're looked at differently. These two were gone for 4 months. And, well, they can hardly recognize them. And there actually is Koya. Koya is somewhat staring at Deku whenever they are eating. Deku's scars have been removed. I mean, granted, the face scar is the one she's talking about, but now there are multiple along his body. I mean, cuts, bruises, and, well, everything. They disappear, but the physical ones he's wearing, they aren't on his face. And she actually is a bit surprised to see him. And Deku, he doesn't get a turn after someone starting to explain a lot more about Haran and the organization. Luna, or Koya, what's up? Nothing. It's strange to look at still. I know, but the mother, she didn't like that my face was straight away, I guess. So she helped. Yeah, but are you saying that this spirit exists here, though? Like an actual spirit that's good intention and everything? Yeah, she also taught me how to energy bend. And that's a whole other story. Energy bend? Wait, there's another bending style? Like a fifth element? Actually, it's spirit bending, I guess. Okay, so I'm just confused. What does it do? It does a lot. It's weird to try and explain, but I'm gonna try. It can be used to manipulate bending. It can turn off and entirely stop someone from bending and take it away. Along with that, I used it to seal a tear in reality, I guess, in between both worlds. Are you serious? Yeah, but listen, that's not what I'm trying to explain. I'm trying to explain things about Haran, or, well, not Haran, but I guess his real name. Karak, or what, Karnak? Now, the moment Deku does say that name, Koya, she's gonna drop her glass. And Deku and everybody, they do go to turn. As Koya's eyes, they're full of fear and rage. Koya, what did you just say? Karnak. That's Haran's real name. And I have a picture of his face. Hang on. Now, Deku, he does gotta slide the phone over. And whenever Luna does look down, she does see his face. The face of her father. And right now, Koya's gonna stand up and walk out. And Deku and everybody, they do gotta look around. Now, Deku, he does gotta stand. Him leaving the table, as he does try to ask Koya what's going on. Now, there actually is you, who she does go through the process of cleaning this up. Since Koya, yeah, she has a lot to talk about with Deku right now. And there actually is where Koya is going to leave. Deku chasing after her, trying to ask her what's wrong. Now, eventually after getting outside, Koya starts to talk. I never told you his name, did I? Whose name? Why are you getting so angry at this? Listen, he manipulated all of us, but we gotta kill him. Take him down. I know it sounds bad, but Haran, Karnak, he's evil. And Koya turning, and he's my dad. Oh. Oh, fuck. Luna, I'm sorry. So, Haran's been manipulating me for years. And he's possessed by his spirit. He was a good father figure to me. But he is my father. You know how angry that makes me, Izuku? Do you have any idea how that feels to know that the man I looked up to not only betrayed me, but he's also the man who scarred me and hurt me? Do you have any idea what that feels like? Koya, remember what he made me do. I know what he made you do, Izuku. But his blood doesn't flow through your veins like it does for me. Koya, I get that you're mad. And, well, fuck, I don't even know how to react to that. I don't even know what to tell you, Luna. Koya, fuck, I keep mixing them up. Koya, what am I supposed to say? That we're supposed to put him in prison and take away his bending? That won't work. He has a spirit in his body. And let me just tell you this. Spirits who inhabit the body, they don't share it like the Avatar state does with other people. Your father is gone, Koya. He's dead. Okay? Now, Deku does look at Koya. And Koya, she does somewhat go to try and swing on Deku. However, Deku is going to step out of the way of it. He does just going to grab onto Koya. Him pulling her into a hug. And Koya right now, she starts to cry. As the two do sink to the ground. Koya, she's trying to understand everything. At one point, she thought that she could make amends with her father. And she did even ask Haran at one point how to go about that. And the information Haran told her was quite simple. From what he understands of her situation, it may not be possible. However, she would have to try and reach out. Try and meet him on his own terms. And, well, he would need to have to reach back. That is the only real way possible. But Deku, he also is confused by something else. Since Koya, she talked about her father, and she's mentioned, well, her sister, and Haran, he's talked about 2 daughters. So, how does the son come into play that is Koya's brother? Now, Deku, he does get to ask this question. Haran doesn't know about her brother. What? He doesn't know about your brother. He mentioned 2 daughters. And you mentioned your sister. He's never mentioned his son. He hasn't? Not surprised. The son is my half-brother. My brother, he has a different dad. Okay. That makes sense. And you... Jesus, Koya. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. If I knew, I would have tried to be gentle with the information. Try to say something different. I'm sorry. It's just... What am I supposed to say? I didn't know. Besides, he's gone. Now, they're just gonna pull back. Trying to talk to Koya. Trying to at least reassure her or calm her down. She just learned that her father, he's, at the best case scenario, dead. Or he's lost in the spirit world. And right now, she's trying to find out how long ago that could have been. Was her father still her father whenever he hurt her? Or was that Haran? It just doesn't seem right. Now, Deku, he does try to calm Koya down. However, right now, Koya, she needs this time. And Deku, he does understand. And Koya, she does go to continue her walk. And whenever Deku does return, we do actually have where everybody, they are staring at him. Whenever he does go to walk into the door. And Deku, he does go to try and explain what's going on. However, you already explained it. And that's where Deku is going to turn over towards her. You knew? Yes, I did. Why? You... Oh, fuck. So, Haran is Koya's dad. That's what's going on? Okay, so, he's possessed by a demon. A spirit. Basically, the same shit, right? I mean, I've heard of possession and shit all the times in movies, but this is crazy. So, other than stopping a war, the extinction of humanity, and opening a fucking door to the spirit world, what do we do? That's basically about it. We also have to stop Haran. Right. Right. How exactly are we gonna do that? We tell the heroes. What? Yeah, I have to come clean. They need to know. Everyone needs to know. I have to make a phone call and explain everything. And my counterpart, more than likely, they'll arrest him for right now. But I'll walk free up until everything's over. Dude. Zuko, do you really think that that's a good idea? What else can I do? My family is already under threat of death by Haran. And right now, if I tell the heroes what's going on, they might make it easier on me. They know I'm trying to help them, and they know they can at least try to trust me. Dude. Now, Deku, he just gotta pull out his phone and make the phone call to his counterpart. And whenever this fake Deku does get an answer, he does start talking to him. However, he is alarmed by what he does here. And the counterpart, he's kind of shocked by this too. Haran made a passing comment at Koya being his daughter, but he just brushed it off. He didn't think that that was real. He thought that was part of Haran's fake identity. But it is real. And that is surprising to him. But what's more surprising is when Deku talks about how he needs to talk to the heroes and reveal everything to them. Now, a lot of them are kind of confused. And Deku, well, the counterpart's kind of confused. And Deku, he does continue to explain. They also need to look into a man by the name of Overhaul, or Chizuki. Try and find him. He is trying to find a cure for Quark Singularity. And that cure, it's being made with somebody's blood. And he doesn't exactly like how it's being made. Now, the counterpart does understand. And right now, he does start to go through the process. Whenever all the heroes are round up into one single room, the counterpart does try to explain everything. And a few people, they're confused and starting to get a bit angry. At first, they don't really believe Deku. However, Deku, he does just do one simple thing. He holds up a photo with a picture of the real Deku. The real Deku standing in a group of a few people with a date, an article on somebody's phone. And the person who does look at this photo, they stare at it for a second. Before they do go to try and find the exact same article on the exact same website. And right now, they find it. And the date on it, it's from the exact same day. Now, the person who immediately going to stand up, them rushing forwards as the counterpart is going to bring his hand up. Him bloodbending everybody in the room as they all do go to freeze and go to sit back down. Okay, listen. I know all of you are angry. You fucking attacked the USJ! Then Mabako to shut out. Him screaming about how he fucking murdered Kirishima. And Momo, she actually is angry herself. And right now she is facing forward towards Deku. She wants to find a way to kill him. Put him in the ground, or as he says, he'll disappear if he's hurt. He's one of those fucking copies. Obviously, a lot of people are mad at Deku. However, Deku, or the copy, he does try to explain it better. He was tricked by Haran. And right now, Haran, he not only has threatened his family, he has also tried to murder him. And the original Deku, he is trying to make things right. The original Deku is also trying to prevent the end of the world, believe it or not. Now, all of them are confused. However, after the copy does go to start releasing people, he does still keep hold on Momo and Bakugo. As over Todoroki, he does go to stand up, he does directly face towards Deku. And there actually is Endeavor. Endeavor right now, he's confused by everything. As over the fake Deku does go to toss over his phone, he tells Endeavor to call the first and only contact in in that phone. And he would go to do so. He does go to directly dial the number, and it does go to ring. And the real Deku would answer and begin to explain a few things Endeavor is asking. And Endeavor, he does put the phone on speaker for everyone to hear. And there actually is the full explanation. Ever since he was 17, he joined the organization whenever he went on the first trip. And he has been a spy since then. It wasn't actually until UA and even the White Lotus that he started to somewhat question things. He questioned the White Lotus when he thought he was free. Really, Haran was manipulating him, and slowly pushing him more towards the dark side. And he does tell them, he will give them the exact location of All for One. They know that he has been dealing with them before. And he even wants them to understand. The guy named Chizuki, he is making something to solve Quirk Singularity. But the way he is going about it is through blood of somebody who is young. And Endeavor, after hearing about that, he is somewhat surprised. Along with even Bakugo and Todoroki. And Deku does explain, Chizuki, or Overhaul as he is called. That is the man's name. And Haran, his real name is Karnak. Look into him, try to find him. He'll send over a photo of him. And Endeavor, he does try to tell Deku, he does need to turn himself in. But Deku does tell him, he won't. He won't turn himself in. That is the problem. If he goes behind bars, the world will go to war. The Earth Nation will try to fight. And spirits, they will bleed into this world. And Endeavor, he doesn't really believe Deku. But Deku tells Endeavor, look into missing persons reports. Look for anything that looks suspicious. And if there are cases where somebody reports a strange being or something that doesn't seem like it was normal, that might be a spirit. And he wants them to at least explain, he wants to explain all this to them. He tells them everything. Catalog those events and count them. And track them back to the last 2 years. Let's say the last 4. And Endeavor, yeah. He doesn't really want to do this. But right now, the copy that's supposed to be a villain is letting them live. Even though right now it could bloodbend the vessels in their head to explode. Now, whenever Deku does go to let go of Bakugo, he also is going to let go of Momo. As Endeavor, he does go to Rookie turn to this copy and ask him for more questions. Now, Momo does going to walk over to Deku. Whenever she does get Rookie in front of him, she's going to bring back her hand and Rookie punch him across the face. And Deku, after smashing back against the wall, he does going to bring his hand up, wiping the blood from his face, talking about how he deserved that. You deserve a lot fucking more. But guess what? You disappear. Jesus Christ. Is anything you said even real? Anything at all? We're friends. All of us here. And you've lied to us for the last year. Do you have any idea what it was like to go through that? What you put us through? What you did? I mean, Christ, you murdered thousands. I know. And I hate it. You don't think I don't want to end myself? What do you know? You're not real. I know that. Momo looking down, and there is the look that the copy does have. You see this? This is blood, Momo. I have blood in my veins. The blood doctors tested, it is mine. You say I'm not real, but I've passed every test that proves I am. I think differently than myself. The real me thinks differently than I do. I had to be convinced on this plan, Momo. What? Yeah. And guess what? I go to bed every night knowing I am not real. Knowing that my parents, everything they say to me, they don't know anything. They're not my parents, Momo, but I care about them like they are mine. I've thought about ending my own existence. I've been around for a long time. If you want to talk about how I'm a fake, I'm a copy, I've had plenty of time to know that. Okay? When this is all over, I don't want to exist. You know as much as I do. Right now, I am needed. The organization might have another copy of me. Okay? I don't think any of you can survive another avatar. So you need an avatar. Fuck you. Now, Momota's gonna turn and walk away. As Deku, he does gonna look towards Todoroki. And Todoroki, he is just staring at him. The expression on his face does say it all. The guy, he's helped him improve his waterbending. And the two, they even have talked about meditation. However, Todoroki right now, he wants to blast Deku away. And then there's Bakugo. Bakugo, he heard about Koya. And he heard about Deku having a girlfriend who lives overseas. And right now, he is curious. The girl who manipulated Deku and may have been involved in All Might's murder, was that Koya? Was the girl who murdered All Might Koya? And is she actually a friend, or was she just pretending to be his girlfriend? And Deku, he does try to explain that. And Bakugo, yeah, that's all complicated right now. Now, Endeavor, though, he's just surprised. He needs to talk to somebody about this guy named Chizaki, and he's hoping that he can find a lead. Maybe if they find a lead, then something can come from it. However, Endeavor does try to advise Deku. If Deku cannot do anything, if Endeavor cannot find anything on Chizaki, he wants to know more about this organization. They can take down the organization and then talk about whatever is going on. He doesn't believe Deku about the end of the world. The war, though, he is aware as to how bad that situation can be for many people. Preventing that war is a good idea. However, stopping the end of the world, though, he's not too sure how to go about that, if it is a real problem. And Deku, he does inform Endeavor. It is real. And the man is going to walk away. And with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. Have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.